So Alec Baldwin threatened a British writer who reported that his pregnant wife was tweeting at the funeral for James Gandolfini. Rather than let it go, Baldwin tweeted death threats and homophobic slurs, calling the writer a toxic little queen. Then he shut his account down. That's 3 times now. He's pulled that plug more than Kevorkian at a rest home. So yeah, Alec's a pig who relishes shaming others while behaving in a way that would make a corpse blush. But even a pig can find a truffle, and Alec may be right. His wife's tweets might not have been published during the funeral. But that gay slur, you know, I see Alec in a lot of bank commercials. Does he deserve a pass by Capital One the way Paula Deen did not? Her slur was decades ago. His, however, is as pungent as a soiled diaper and just so fresh after a victory for gay marriage. But more important, what's become of us? Alec throws a Twitter tantrum knee-deep in his 6th decade. Has 60 become the new 12? The reverse maturity of the modern male that turns all of us into mean girls at a slumber party? Men in Hollywood these days are either beta males or babies. Worse, in the past week, we've heard the N-word, creepy ass cracker, and now little queen, words that offend every group. Hooray! I guess we're all equal. Maybe it's time to give up trying to shame every slur and celebrate imperviousness. Forget black, white, gay, or straight. A thick skin is something we all could have in common.
What does imperviousness mean?
Thick skin, being immune to insults, not caring.
I've got that.
You do have that. All right. Bob, since you started, wait, first let's show a couple of the tweets here. These are some of the tweets from Alec. I'm going to find you, George Stark, you toxic little queen, and I'm going to F you up. The next one was, you lying little bee, I'm going to F you up.
Did he write the words out?
Yes, he did.
He did?
Yes, he did.
Is he drunk?
You know, it's crazy.
No, he has anger management issues.
Like you said, we're crushing Paula Deen for using that. He should be. Capital One absolutely should pull his endorsement deal.
I don't. But I'm torn because I'm not into like destroying people's lives for snapping and being angry, because I get mad when it's done to people, you know, I like.
Wait
I'm not a big fan. What?
But you
I wrote a whole book on it.
Like I read it.
But
I read the acknowledgement.
His pregnant wife, if somebody attacks your spouse, you're going to lose your temper, right?
Right, except that there is a thing that when a man defends your honor or a slight, there is something gallant about it, but it also can go so far that it becomes embarrassing.
Not only that.
And I would have been embarrassed. I would have said, okay, enough, it's fine,
One of
please
the
stop
first things when you end up on a show like this or a show like Alec Baldwin has, they tell you is, look, people are going to take shots at you. They're going to pick fights with you in bars and restaurants. They're going to say something nasty about your wife. They're going to be videotaping you while you respond.
Exactly.
So you know you're held to a different standard, and he's smarter.
If that was the case, I would be fighting every minute of the day. But what I don't understand. Here's another example of this social media stuff.
Right.
In the past, you wouldn't have the opportunity to get all that crap out there like this, and this is just another downside of this Twitter stuff. I mean, how many of you guys have tweeted stuff? I don't, because I don't tweet, but how many of you done stuff you said, oh, I'm sorry I did it? Well, I know you did, right, because you admitted it. Have you ever done that?
You know, I came home one night after several cocktails, and I tweeted something about... I don't know. Someone said something nasty about the gas special I did with Sarah Palin.
Yeah, that sets you off.
And it was, and the Twitter handle was Newt's best friend, Newt Gingrich's best friend. I went into some Twitter thing with him too.
Did you ever?
No, that's what I'm saying.
I had to apologize.
It reduces you. Like you should. It's like a big cloud out there. You should be able to turn off. KG, what about the Daily Mail? The Daily Mail, I think they're wrong. I think they got the timestamps on these Twitter things wrong. They did the same thing to me. They attributed a tweet that I never tweeted about a person's weight, and I had to go get them to take it down because they don't.
And that took hours.
It took hours.
You told me it was Dana that did it?
Yes, exactly. So should they print a retraction?
Absolutely. I mean, I can't stand it when they do that because the damage is done, but they should be held accountable. And unless they're made to issue an apology or a retraction, then it stays out there on the record, and they don't learn the lesson.
Did you ever feel bad about tweeting about your 5 husbands? Did you ever say something?
I don't have 5 husbands.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And people are starting to believe it.
I will say this, though. If Eric or I had called anybody a homophobic slur, we would be, frog marched down 6th Avenue.
I guess my point is, you got Paula Deen, you got Alec Baldwin, but I don't think they should be treated differently.
Yeah, I agree. All right.
Okay?